Come on. Hello, hello. Wonder if there's anyone home. I really have to come up with something better to say. I don't know if there's anybody out there or not. Oh, somebody, yes. But I don't know actually. Um, Oops, hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to get myself adjusted here. And I was just reading something. Hey, Sarah, how are you? How are you doing today? Yeah, I have to. I forget that there would be people watching this later, right? I'm not used to that. Hago, that never happened. It was live. If you missed it, oh well, you missed it. But I kind of like this, um, the ability for it to stay on there for a while. So the platform I use stores it on their cloud, all my tours, and the only problem is though is I have a limit, so I haven't reached it yet, but I probably will soon. So periodically I'll have to start looking at that. Just doing okay, Sarah. I don't have any complaints really. I'm doing well. Today is a nice day too. I was um I was worried it would be nasty, hot and sticky like it's been a few days going on there, um, with all the humidity and such. But today we've got another break. It's not even supposed to go into the 90s today. It's just supposed to be mid 80s, lower humidity, which I can see. There's not so much the haze off in the distance that you usually see with the humidity. And the other thing is, there's a really nice breeze to keep everything moving, keep the pot stirred. There's nobody here today except for a man with two young girls. Um, he's taking his kids. I guess they're roller skating. Good place to do that from, definitely. Let's see, what time is it? I have 2 more minutes before I can officially start. Just to, when I leave here after this tour, I'm gonna stop by. I'm gonna stop by. I'm thinking about stopping by a veterans memorial that's along my way. That I really think is well done and nice. It's something cool to see. It's not enough to do a whole tour, so I might just record it and post it, or I might do it live and then I don't have to post it. We'll go there, and I don't have to announce it. So if anybody picks it up and catches it, there we go. That's good. If not, um, it can be watched later, which is my point of doing it when I leave here. So, seeing a lot of people walking their dogs here too. I noticed that in Federal Hill, which isn't very far from here at all. But Federal Hill Park, lots and lots of people walking their dogs and pushing their baby carriages. Um, Here I've seen the one guy with kids, and there's a guy with his dog just running around having a good old time over there. Oh God, yeah, they need to run. He's a big dog too. I have three little dogs that got to keep running. Okay, it is 11:30. It is time to start. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is for everybody that is out there with me live in the moment. Also, this can be viewed on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter after the fact. Probably Yeah, for a good 30 days at least. So they can still be watched, which is kind of cool because I didn't have that with Hago. But anyway, speaking of Hago, I am Sharon, the Bay Lady, for those that don't know me. And I live in Maryland and Baltimore, which is in the Chesapeake Bay region of the country. And it is a beautiful place to live. The Chesapeake Bay is amazing. Maryland is a very beautiful state. We've got it all. We've got the shore, the ocean on one side of us, and on the other side of the state, there's mountains. You know, so we got a little bit of everything. We have cities, we have country, we have it all. So I'm here because I love it and I like to share. So what the heck, right? Anyway, today I am at Riverside Park. Actually, technically, it's called Leone Riverside Park. Leone after a councilman from this area that was instrumental in, you know, getting things done. But most of us just refer to it as Riverside Park. It's 17 acres right in the heart of South Baltimore, right in the middle of all the concrete. Here is a 17-acre green space. Yeah, much welcome here. Trees, unlike the city, there are a few trees on the streets here and there, but not like it is here. So you've got green grass, you've got shade, you've got a community meeting point. Um, as a matter of fact, I'm sitting under a pavilion. I'll show you in a second when I get ready to flip the camera around. But anyway, this is just a nice little city park, one of the smaller ones. And it is historic. However, it has some historical significance, which I'll get into first, probably. Anyway, all right. So that all being said, if you don't already follow my YouTube channel, Sharon Schultz, the Bay Lady, or if you don't follow my Facebook page, The Bay Lady, please do so that you can see, what I have coming up in case you don't want to miss anything. Also, I um, I post my tours on the collective guides database, and they're the one that the ex-Hago guides put together for all of us ex-Hago guides. So if you're used to looking in there, I'm there. I'm in there too. I also am on Rickshaw, um, which is a great company. So I do VIP personal private tours there. So, you might want to check it out and see what I have to offer. It's my tours on a more personal basis. So, yeah, there you have it. All right. Let's see. Oh, also, I love coffee. Okay. I work for coffee. So that means that if you are able to make a donation or tip your guide to support my platform, it's much appreciated. And you can do that by going to a site called Buy Me a Coffee. You'll find it on my YouTube channel and also on my Facebook page. Okay. So enough about all of that. I have to turn the camera around here. Just bear with me while I do that. Doo-doo-doo. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Camera. Facing back. Did it work? Woohoo! There we are. Under the pavilion. Okay. I'm going to swing around here. Another dog walker. Volunteer. And I think that I will just kind of, how about a panoramic view here from the top? You're looking out into the neighborhoods. Let me see if I can get that better. Yeah. There's a playground there across the street and a ball field, and there's homes. These are Baltimore's famous row homes. So, they were noted particularly for their steps, the front steps going in the doors of these homes, the marble steps. Not so much anymore, but once upon a time anyway. Those buildings over there remind me of where I lived in New York. So that's kind of, thought that was interesting. Okay, so here we go over here. History first, okay? History. Okay, this is part of the Star Spangled Banner Historic Trail. Let's see if I can, how well I can get this to you. Oh, there we go. Okay, known as Lookout Hill. This high ground was an observation post, military camp, and gun battery. It wasn't finished when the British arrived, but they did help fend off a naval attack on September 14th. Had that succeeded, the British would have overrun the city and things would be a whole lot different somehow, I'm sure. This circular battery was later named Fort Wood for an officer killed on the Niagara River. Niagara is in New York. Huh, I don't know what that has to do with here. But at any rate, and these, I'm not sure if they are replicas, I tried to find out, or the real deal, but they're placed in the spot where they would have been able to provide backup to, oh, there's two dogs running over there. They're able to provide backup to Fort McHenry. Okay, Fort McHenry is at the mouth or at the beginning of the harbor, and it was a very strategic place for as far as defenses go for the military. That was like the big defense, stopping anything from getting into the city. Okay, so the British troops, there were like 12. Oh, I don't know. Well, the British troops attacked Fort McHenry. They were going to take Baltimore. They landed over by Fort Covington, or they were trying to land by Fort Covington, which wouldn't have been too far from here. On this hill, from this hill, not today, but back in the day, it was called, eventually dubbed Fort Lookout, because it had a good view of what's going on out in the harbor out on the Patapsco River. Now, today, here's your view. I'm standing next to the cannons, and this is what they're seeing. Okay, the view is totally obscured today. All right, but at the time, it had its purpose. The night that the British attacked Fort McHenry, they also, it was their naval forces. They also fired on Fort Lookout, fired here, and with these cannons, Fort Lookout was able to hold the British off and stop 1,250 British troops from landing in Fort Covington. So this place was quite the strategic model there during the War of 1812. This plus Fort McHenry, of course, that's the big naval, I mean, the big star-shaped fort that the British were trying to take out, because that was what was standing between their ships and the harbor. So they wanted it bad. So we can just take a walk around here. I might as well, since I'm hanging on this side. dogs are welcome here. I think this is so cool that they have a dog bowl right here attached to the water fountain, so you can give your dog a drink. Right there's a lot of little gardens along here. There are little patches of landscaping. The city generally doesn't maintain stuff like that, I'm hearing. So these gardens are maintained by the people in the community that use this park. So this park's been around for a while. They started with 3 acres, which they purchased sometime in the mid to upper 1860s, maybe. And then they were able to acquire more acres in like 1878. So they enlarged it even more. Oh, that bench is pretty, isn't it? I don't know what the purpose of. Oh, look, somebody took black magic marker to it. Oh, disrespected that, didn't they? My goodness. I think, yeah, we are, this building dead ahead. It's the swimming pool, I do believe. Is it open? Oh my goodness, I've never been in here. This might be a real treat. Yes, indeed. And here's another garden, as I was saying. Oh, this is a bird bath dedicated to Leone Riverside Park for bird lovers everywhere, provided by Chesapeake Realty Partners. Well, isn't that a nice advertisement for them, right? Here's one of those scooters. These are all over the city, right? You you download the app, of course, and it's got a barcode there, right? And off you go. Stop and go. Isn't that cute? Looks pretty sturdy. I have one at home that has a seat on it. I like mine. I can sit. Has a seat in a basket, just like a crazy old bicycle. All right, why is my screen acting on its own? I really do hate that. Let me see if they'll let me take a peek. Hello. Can I just look? No. On the outside, I'm sorry. Oh, you can see it around the other side? Oh, I didn't know this was as far as I got. Thank you. All right. You can see it on the other side. I was thinking it was going to be all concrete. It's called what? The Riverside Park Pool. Hmm. Okay. So this wall doesn't. Oh, look, there's a scooter hiding there, and that one's turned on to go. Hmm. Maybe it belongs to somebody in there. Yes, Sarah, you are not kidding. Oh, please, don't even get me started. I try. Oh, there's a helicopter up there. Looks like one of the news stations. No surprise. Baltimore. I really enjoy Baltimore. I worked right in the heart of downtown the last few years before I retired. I love the city, but this is don't get lulled into a false sense of security because this is a very dangerous city. Very dangerous. Talk about respect, more the lack of it. It's incredible. Everybody's shooting each other everywhere you go. Every part of the city. None has been spared. Oh, here's the pool. Oh, look at this. There's a fence that goes all the way around. Well, and that's something I did not know. Must be a kiddie pool over there. What is this area here? Just the end of the park, huh? But yeah, my husband, Lord, he he probably thinks I'm home watching a movie or something. I don't tell him when I come to the city because he absolutely hates me to come here. He just doesn't want anything to happen. He loves me. What can I say? He was one happy camper when I retired, I'll tell you that. Oh, this is something cool that this park has. They've got stationary exercise equipment like that anybody can use. It's got, let's see, what are we looking at? Stationary bike, some kind of balance beam. I don't know what that is. That's probably some kind of arm exercisey thing. Pretty cool. Just look at this is coming soon. Riverside Park. There's that athletic fields improvement. Okay. They said they have a crappy field, so I guess they're putting in a new one. Okay. For the longest time, that pool was closed. It just was let go, and then finally they got some maintenance going on there. Huh, look at this. What is this? Okay, it's one of those. Whoa, do I dare? Probably not with this in my hand. Okay, yeah, it's some kind of balance thing. Oh, here's the bike. Oh, but wait a minute. How do you, holy crap, how do you sit on that? No, 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 no. Darn. Mm, I'm a batting zero. Okay, what do you do? Oh, that's a sideways thing. Really? I don't want to go sideways. And what is this? Okay, if I step up on this, am I going to fall on my butt? Oh, I see. I have to make it work. I have to go down, up, down. Never mind. And what is this? Oh, that's for somebody in a wheelchair to be able to do the bicycle exercise their leg. Wow. Wow. I'm impressed. Now that's what you call inclusive. Wait, not the term inclusive. Yes, as I was saying, Sarah, you are absolutely right. The world is full of disrespectful people. And I'll tell you that I am just blown away by the disrespect that comes along with our government and such. Okay. That's that close. Okay, across the highway, I'm sure you can't see it. And of course, this thing doesn't have a zoom. But across the highway, there's an old building, says Baltimore Peninsula, except it's probably not old. That used to be Fort Covington, and they had a really nice department store there, 24 hours. It's all gone, and so is Port Covington. So now we have a new neighborhood called the Baltimore Peninsula. And I am not quite sure, but they've been tearing down a lot of things to make way for that, I'll say, for sure. Oh, what does this say? I'm on a skate ramp, right? Yeah. Well, that's kind of interesting. Hmm. Whoa! Whoa! Get a load of this tree. Holy guacamole! Look at this thing. Oh my goodness. Are you guys seeing this as clearly as I am? This tree is a haven for knots. Oh, this almost looks like its face. No, it doesn't. It just looks weird. Oh, it's got a hole. That's pretty cool. Okay. You tell me if you see anything in there. Okay, that's enough of that. Oh, man, look at this gnarly thing. Holy cow. It's gnarly all the way up there. Wow. Ooh, back up here. Wow. Shoot, look at this thing. That is one old tree. I mean, wow. Okay, it was all the way up there. But you know what's weird? I don't see a lot of tree roots. And some of these big old trees, when you get near them, you start tripping over their roots. This doesn't have any. Well, that was interesting. That's the field house. They used to use it for activities and stuff, I thought, but it doesn't appear to be used now because it's in that fenced off area. Oh, well. Mm. Okay, here's the pool again. Wonder why nobody's in it. If I weren't doing this, I would be doing that. Actually, I have a pool at home that I will be diving into. Yes, very interesting tree. Iona, how are you? Oh, you're on Facebook. I'm so glad because that means that Facebook is working for sure, for sure. But Iona, if you're on Facebook, you won't see any chat at the moment. I don't think, unless you're on YouTube also. You got them both plugged in there? Because everybody that I've got going on here is on YouTube, and I was wondering what happened to Facebook. It doesn't show me Twitter. I just go back after the fact and make sure it was on there somewhere. It's so pretty. They are. I don't know what that's going to be a big old field they're working on down there. And again, geez, we're right across from Baltimore Peninsula. I did not know that this park was so close to the edge. Well, they have swimming lanes for laps, lap lanes. That's what they call them. That's a huge clubhouse or whatever that is. That guy at the table where we went in, he was like collecting, fees or what have you. And yeah, I bet they have bathhouses and all of that. I'll bet all that. So it looks like the park wanders for a ways too. It goes down that way. You can see somewhat of the harbor there through the trees. Okay, but I know that if you with this platform, I always suggest taking screenshots because it doesn't have that postcard capability that Hago had. But just doing, screenshots, and then you can enlarge the photo and see the backgrounds. Oh, isn't this pretty? Because I can't, I don't, this platform doesn't have Zoom. And I found out recently rickshaw doesn't either. But so it must be a common occurrence, I guess. Aren't these flowers pretty? Look at that. How nice. Hmm. Oh, let's see. There's the little kitties' playground. Got to have one of those. Hmm. Boy, this is a nice day for a walk in the park, I have to say. It's not uncomfortable. the um the lack of humidity makes all the difference. And the breeze helps keep it that way for as long as possible. It's like blow away all that humid stuff. What am I looking at over there? Is that a parking lot? Oh, that's street parking. Huh. Okay. Instead of parking along the curb, they've got them pulling in on angles along the park there. I parked on the other side of the park. I do believe there's several entrances coming in here. Let's see. You could go down this way. See what's going on here. Okay, we're coming down to street level. Hmm. Just green grass. Well, this is the kind of day where you could grab a blanket and a book or some type of reading device and man, just sit and relax. Wow. Enjoy the air. Let's see. Let us go. I'm going to circle around to the pavilion. So there's the pool over there. All right, yeah, let's walk this way. The pavilion's up there on top of that little hill. Oh, so nice. It is so nice just walking too. I have to keep the memento going here. I, I need to keep walking. So the old legs here will keep working. Oh, I forget where I was. I was somewhere and I hadn't walked for a while. I was out of breath. And I ended up hooking up with some relatives and we were walking, we were going to this restaurant for dinner. And when we got there, it was too long of a wait or there was something. And so my cousin says, well, I know a place over here. Let's do that. Oh my God, I was so out of it. I am good. And and we'll do lunch. Yeah. We should take a trip to that park. That is so funny. Slow down, Iona. Your granddaughter. That's cute. That's very cute. So, Iona Harrington, that name sounds so familiar to me. You went to Pilate High School, I do believe. And I believe you were in my sister's class, actually. So, did you go to Pilates? Okay, I know you. Oh man, dude, you God, you were in one of the plays, right? Didn't you have the lead in one of the plays? Oh my goodness, your voice! You had a gorgeous voice. Oh my goodness, I remember you. Okay, you were in Doreen's class. Yep, yep, you were. Oh my goodness, that is so cool. This world can be so small sometimes, that's for sure. Okay, so here's the one of the official, well, I guess the official entrance to the park because it's the only one with a sign this big. It's got a little garden here, which looks like it could use some work. Aw, anyway, so let's see. Oh, this sign it talks about the riots of 1877. This was an encampment for the Fifth Regiment where they were guarding the train lines and assisting with the riots downtown. Let's see, the War of 1812, they had a circular battery built, called it Fort Lookout. And during the Battle of Baltimore, the battery played a key role in defense of the city. Combined with garrisons at Fort Covington and Babcock, the forces at Fort Lookout assisted in repelling a British attempt to assault the peninsula by land. They saved the city. Woohoo! That is so cool. That was really cool. I love history like that. I've always liked history. So, yeah, that garden needs something. It was prettier last time I was here. It's probably a few months back. So, oh my goodness, you were in the play. I knew it. I knew it. I think we're friends on Facebook too. I do believe, but I don't think I ever messaged you or talked to you or whatever. But I remembered you. You know how like sometimes some people stick out, in your mind, and you are one of those for me. So, oh, see, look at this lady. She's got her baby, got the blankets spread out in the shade, got a little cooler going on there. See, isn't that awesome? Man, that's what it's all about. Okay, we're nope, we haven't made full circle yet. We're getting there. There is the pavilion up ahead. Oh, it's filled with little kids now. I was enjoying sitting up there earlier when we started off. Crazy kids. So quiet here. We're kind of like we're kind of like on the very southern edge of Baltimore City, kind of the southernmost part. Because right across um, I-95 and the Patapsco River is Anne Arundel County. That's where I live. Oh, nice breeze. Get it blowing the trees so nicely. Mm. Hmm. That's a nice little street there. It was this house on the end that reminded me of my house where I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. The part that's curved out, all of our houses had that. They weren't like just flat up. You can see some of the downtown buildings from here. It's Maryland's World Trade Center. Well, I started off up there, but I'm not going up there now. Where am I parked? Let's see. Okay, I'm parked right there. Woohoo! All right, that'll work. But we got to walk around the other side anyway. Hello. Oh, little baby. We don't have any babies in my family at the moment. I wish. They're just so precious. A lot of dog walkers. I have 3 dogs, but I have a humongous fenced yard. Yeah, Iona, you can. Jim Joe, oh my God. Harry Ann, oh my goodness. You know, I still talk to Jim Joe. I talk to him quite often, though not so much recently. But he's acting, and he gets parts in my favorite soap opera, General Hospital. So he'll usually message me and tell me when it's going to be on. It's very cool. But yeah, you can park right there. You can wherever there's a space, because I'm right over there. So that's one thing I've noticed: the ease of parking at some of these parks. The same with Federal Hill. I've never had a problem parking there either. So not bad, really. And here's another entrance, I guess. Oh yeah, this entrance down here leads to that. Let's see. Goodness. Let's go. Let's go take a look at the playground over there. I think that's part of what. I don't know if it's part of the park. You know what? Maybe it's not. It's that building behind it. I'm trying to read it. Oh, it's a rec center. Yeah. One thing that Baltimore homes are noted for, in addition to the marble steps, I don't see any in this particular neighborhood, but in more recent times, another Baltimore home trademark is the rooftop decks. These rooftop decks are unbelievable. They're just, I mean, some of them are like multi level. And I just know that no matter where you sit, you've got a view of something when you go up to the roof. I know that that's the way of it, for sure. Oh, they've got electric car stations, charging stations. How nice is that? Let me just see what, no, it's just a little garden here. I thought maybe there was something going on here, but not really. Just a garden. It looks like somebody's going to be mulching it. That would be a good thing for the winter, right? Definitely, I'll say. Okay. Well, I'm just looking to see if I see any marble steps over there, and I really don't. They're all brick. I guess they've all been replaced one way or another. Hmm. Oh, look. Two dogs meeting and making friends. Oh, oh yeah. Gotta sniff that nether region, alright. Oh my goodness. Big guy must be a boy. Yep. Yep. Oh, look at that. The female's making him back down. Woohoo. Get him, girl. This is an interesting tree, bush. What the heck? What is it? Alright. What is this? It's a bent tree. Is that what it is? Oh my goodness. It's a bent tree. And you can go in. Okay. Now we've done it. Now we've done it all. Look at this. We're we're in the tree. I love it. Huh. Did they do that on purpose? It's just curved. Look, there's the trunk. Oh, okay, Iona. I get that. See ya. That was definitely cool. Okay. So head back. That's not a bad walk. I bet it's a couple miles around. It's what did I say? The park was 17 acres. Hmm. Don't know how that pans, how it works out, but math is not my forte. Mm-hmm. This is a quiet part of the city. It as I said, this is at the extreme southern tip of the city. As you get closer in, the neighborhoods become more affluent. What is? I was just sorry, I interrupted myself. I was just looking at some construction, but I didn't see it very well. But yeah, the closer you get to actual Federal Hill, is the price of homes increased dramatically. In fact, several weeks ago, I did a tour on Federal Hill at the park, and there was a house on one street off the park, one street down. There was a house listed for sale, and it was standing there. It was a neat street. All the houses on it had been restored, and oh, I should go up this way. And I mean, it was pretty cool. And oops, sorry about that. Um, it had a box in front of the house with pamphlets, describing the house and all this, and it was like a 4 bedroom, 4 bath, whatever. It was like 3 stories, had a rooftop deck. It was listed for $1.2 million. I about gagged. Wow. But that's Federal Hill. For some reason, quite pricey. Um, and I think this new Baltimore Peninsula might be a planned thing. Do you remember it, Sarah? Yeah, that house was 1.2 million. It was nice, but then again, I mean, uh, okay. Well, I think we've about done it. Let me go up here to a bench, and these are the stone steps that take you up to. Oh, it must be some kind of daycare class going on there. How nice for them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a sassy little kid. That is funny. That was too cute. Okay. Hang on while I turn this around. Come on. Good. Camera. Okay. Oh my goodness. That is so cute. Oh no. There's little people escaping everywhere. Oh my. Schools go back here on Monday. Yeah, Monday. Schools go back on Monday. Or is it next Monday? It's the 28th, I think, that our schools go back. So whenever that is. So the very next day, the 29th, I'm going to do a tour at the beach. All the kids will be back in school, and the beaches won't be crowded at that point. Don't know what beach yet. It's a surprise. I just haven't decided. Depends on the weather. That's all. So either way, we're going to the beach. Yes, indeed. So, oh, there's a dog running by with his ball. Oh, you can't see it. That's right. You can only see me. Who wants to see me? Okay, guys, I'm headed out of here, I suppose. Go home and jump in my pool. Sounds good to me. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. It's a nice little area. Give you a glimpse of city life in the big city of Baltimore. And not to mention a little history lesson to go along with it, right? The best of it all. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodbye. Hey, ladies, signing off. More later.